I have quite the story to tell before I start this video off. So you probably click this video and you see that I'm finally getting a muffler delete for my car. Let me just say a couple things first. Bimmerfest, I didn't go because Brian from Keith's Motorsport texted me and he showed me how much it was gonna rain, and it's not even raining, so I'm pretty pissed. So I took that video down. I was like, forget it, just pretend it never happened. And I was like, hey, let's use this free day that I have to install a straight pipe that I had gotten. And yesterday I filmed, I got it installed, it got welded, I start the car, nothing. And I don't mean nothing like, oh, the car didn't start. I mean nothing like nothing has changed. Like, the idles on cold starts are a little bit louder, but that's really it. It has like a growl, but it's like so subtle. Like, somebody who owns the car can only see the difference, not somebody who like just hears it for the first time. So that's one thing. Another thing is, I've decided to just get a muffler delete, as you can tell by the title of this video, and I just wanted to just tell you guys all that stuff. So what I'm doing, I know you guys are probably just gonna be like, oh, why are you doing a muffler delete? Why aren't you getting a full exhaust system? Well, first of all, money. Second of all, why not experience a muffler delete on this car first? And I'll be like the lab rat, your lab like experiment, and let you guys, you know, test it out and see what it's like. So I'll be the lab experiment, and you guys can just be like, oh, let me just hear how this sounds. Maybe I want to do it to my F30 or any BMW. And this is a 2.0 4-cylinder, four-cylinder turbo, so it's not like, you know, it's gonna sound amazing. It's probably gonna sound kind of raspy. So the resonator is basically gone now because of the straight pipe, but I just want to hear how it's gonna be. If I like it, boom, I save myself like thousands of dollars. And if I don't like it, well, at least now I know that a muffler delete is not gonna cut it. This is a good way to figure out what kind of sounds you like. You can't really make much of a sound. The sound I want, I know, is probably impossible to make out of a 2.0 4-cylinder. Let's just see how it sounds. I'm not gonna make this a long ass video. I'm just gonna go to the shop, let them delete, take the muffler out, and we'll see how it sounds from there. I'm not sure if this helps, but let's just get a cold start and see how it's gonna sound. Yeah, see. The cold start is way louder, but once that electronic valve closes, it's like it goes quiet. Like right now, it's a cold start. That sounds nice. That sounds great, don't get me wrong. It's just that once the car idles come down, because you know cold starts are just loud, it gets quiet. It's like Prius quiet again. It's like nothing has changed, but cold starts are definitely louder, which are cool. But that's definitely not loud enough. So the muffler's gonna have to come off. And once it's off and I get it all in the car, I'll come back to this backyard and I'll show you guys. If you guys want to learn like what this does, and like if you don't really fully understand it, the way an exhaust system works is like as it makes its way from the engine to the back of your car, it has a bunch of silencers if you want, if you want to put it like that. A catalytic converter, which are your cats, your resonator, which is sometimes called res, and then your muffler, which is probably the biggest sound deadener. Like, and then if your car's turbo, that also silences the car. But basically, as the exhaust comes out from the engine, all these things are supposed to silent to make emissions and all these other things, and cars have to meet these standards, and it's bad for emissions when a car's, you know, I don't know what it is actually, I don't know entirely about it, but you can definitely like research that stuff, but don't ask me because I know just a little bit about it, not too much. Like, if you're wondering why don't cars come loud from the factory, well, there's reasoning behind it. I'm sure there is, and I'm sure it has something to do with emissions. So let's go to the shop. So the car is here now. It is in the shop. They're taking the muffler off as we speak. I don't want this to be like a 10-minute video like my last couple of videos have been, so I'm just gonna start recording the second they start to lower it, and then I'll show you guys like exactly what just went down. When we go back to the house, I'll put down my old pipe, my old straight pipe with the resonator and the muffler on the ground, and you guys can see what happens. So for now, we're just gonna wait until they're done cutting the muffler off, and then we get to hear it. All right, the moment of truth. You finally hear it. Sounds great. That sounds amazing. Great. That sounds amazing. Jeez. Okay, so I'm driving right now and this thing sounds amazing. It sounds so sick. It sounds awesome. I just need my sister, if she's home, I'm gonna give her the camera and let her record me driving by so you guys can actually hear it like from the outside, because you can't really hear it that much from the inside, because at the end of the day it's a BMW and like they designed it to like cancel out all outside air or sound, sorry. So outside air. So I'm gonna give the camera to my sister if she's home. If not, well, let's just get a quick pull. It's so loud. When I shift, it goes boom, boom. It like pops. It's sick. I think it's because of the straight pipe as well. So it's like, you guys gotta remember, this isn't just a muffler delete. It's also a res delete technically because of the Supersprint straight pipe. So let's get home and I'll show you guys how this really sounds. All right, guys. So here's an outside sound clip of how it sounds from the outside, recorded from the back. Alright guys, so my sister isn't the sickest recorder, so she's gonna come down this block right now. I just wanna let you guys hear, if it can get it on the mic, how much it pops. Like it goes like... That sounds sick. She's driving it like it's her own car. It's funny. Don't judge me on this shirt. I just like Kyrie, not a huge Cavs fan. Anyway, the muffler delete sounds awesome. The car sounds great. I have no idea if it drones yet. I still have to take it up on the highway. Just got home, but now I'm just gonna show you guys. I'm sure I put sound clips already. I'm home now. I'm gonna show you guys what exactly a muffler delete is, so you guys understand it a bit more. So I'm gonna lay out a couple parts here on the ground so you guys can understand it a little bit more than what you think it is. And for those of you that already know everything about cars and know what a muffler delete does, you guys can stop watching now. So let's do this. I'm gonna try to make this as easy as possible to understand. So this is your muffler in your vehicle, right? And this sits right under the back bumper. This is basically the biggest sound deadener that is in the exhaust system of a vehicle. So this is my old mid-pipe. It's a section 2 mid-pipe, and this is the resonator. This basically silences all the sounds that come through this exhaust as well. The resonator does it, and it doesn't do a huge part as much as the muffler, as you can tell. As you can tell by the size, but basically this is what the straight pipe took off. So the Supersprint straight pipe, they took this off, and then this is the muffler that we just took off. So it's like from under the car, the beginning over there is the engine, you have your cats, and then as you come down, you have your resonator, then as you come down more, you have your muffler, and then you have like your exhaust tips like right here. That's how it would look underneath of a car. So once you get rid of this stuff, that's when it starts to sound loud. And to be honest, like I said earlier in the beginning of this video, I told you guys that I would first see how the muffler delete sounds, and then I'd go on with getting an exhaust or whatever. But to me right now, this sounds great. If anything, it could be a little bit more loud, but since it's not a huge deal. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know you guys, a lot of you have been asking me to do this, and I know this video seems like really like quick and like half-assed, but it's all I could do right now. My memory card is kind of full, so I've been trying to like cut down on my recording. So thanks for watching, guys. If you watched all the way this far, I really appreciate it. And I didn't get to go to Bimmerfest. I already told you guys why. It's not even raining, so that pisses me off already. Anyway, I'm gonna drive the car around and break people's necks and piss some people off, but we'll see. I bet cold starts are gonna be super loud now. Anyway, take care guys. Thanks for watching. Peace out. All right.